I know when I was 23, I would get on Facebook and all my high school friends were graduating college. And I was so happy for them, but I also came upon times in my life where I was like,
man, if I would have just went to college, what would I have been doing now?
Welcome to the Bomb Squad.
welcome back. Thank you for staying tuned, coming back to my channel, or if this is your first time, join the squad. Around here, today's video is going to be on a topic that some people are too scared to talk about because it can be looked down upon, frowned upon, but as we grow up, we know that education never stops. No matter when you decide to get it, no matter when you decide to finish it. Some people are career college students. I know some people that have went to college all their life, never got a job just because they were good at going to school, so that's what they continue to do. So today I'm going to talk about, is it too late to go to college? So just some backstory. When I was 18, graduated high school, my mom had flew me out to Texas to go visit a college. I went to Texas Prairie View, and I loved the campus. I loved their college, and it was a SWAC, and I was so excited to just go to a school. I was going to run track, and I remember a week before graduation, I picked up the phone, I called my mom, and I was like, Mom, I don't think I want to go to college right now. And so, of course, her response was,
Okay, so what are you gonna do?
She was not playing that game of, just staying at home, doing nothing. So I grew up military, as a military brat, and my response was, I think I'm going to join the Army. She wanted me to join the Air Force, but because I had new Army all my life, I was stuck on the Army. I said, I'm going to the Army. So I signed up that summer, and I was 19 when I left to go to basic training, and every day I look back, I do not regret that decision. At the time, going to college was on my mind. I wanted an education, I wanted a career, but I did not know what I wanted to go to school for. My biggest thing was I did not want to waste money going to school picking a major that I probably was not really interested in. It just sounded good. And that was me, I didn't want money to be wasted. So when I went to join the military, they asked me what kind of job that I wanted. I didn't even know, they have this long list, and I could not pick anything that I knew for sure I was interested in. I knew for sure I wanted to be in the medical field. I wanted to do something with patient care, patient management, something dealing with a hospital. That, I think, at the time, I just felt that I had a passion for that. I've always loved helping people, being able to, have other people talk to me about their problems, but I didn't want to do anything in like the therapy or anything like that. But I knew for sure I wanted to do something in the medical field. Growing up, I used to watch, what was it? That New York TV show, what was it? I can't think of it. Something with the ER. And I was in love with it. I was like, oh, I want to be fast track like that. I want to be able to think off the top of my brain, like,
Oh, this person needs that, this person needs that. Oh, that's what this is.
I knew that's what I wanted to do. No, I did not want to do that. I did not want to go to all that school. So as I was joining the Army, they read off a list of jobs to me to see what I was interested in. And eventually he asked me, how do you feel about being in the dental field? So I was like, okay, never really thought about it, but I can do that. That's hands-on. It's patient care. So I went for that and, had all the fun doing dental. And about maybe 2 years into my career, I knew it was for me. I loved it. I asked them to send me back to hygiene school. The military hygiene school. I did that, came back, clean teeth, and I just loved this field. I loved it. And so eventually, after a couple of years being active duty, I decided to get out so that way I can go to school full-time, because dental hygiene school is a full-time program. And best decision, I swear to you, best decision I've ever made. The military pays for my school 100%. They paid me to be able to cover my rent. And so when I got out, I began to do a lot of research on different schools in the area, and all of them they were 2-year programs, which was not unknown. But as I thought about, oh my goodness, 2 years of school, and that's not counting prerequisites, and prerequisites alone is about a year to 2 years. And man, when I kept telling myself 4 years of college, it sounded good, but internally I was just like, there's no way. And through my research, I eventually found this program that's an accelerated program. It cuts the 2 years into 18 months, and it includes your prerequisites. So when I tell you fast pace, fast pace. So that's what I've been doing for the last, we're about 16 months in. It's almost time to graduate. And when I tell you, you absolutely have no life, but it's all so worth it in the end. And 18 months compared to the 24 months plus the additional time for your prerequisites, I am so happy that I made this decision. And the fact that it's almost over and I can look back now and say, wow, this is one of the best decisions I've ever made. So I not so patiently waited for that acceptance call. The way my school did it, was a couple of weeks ahead before the first day of school is when they told you got accepted. So I remember I got the phone call finally, got accepted, and I was elated. I was so excited. But then it was in a whole nother state, so I had to pack up, go get a U-Haul, hook my car on the back of the U-Haul, and we traveled, and now I live in a new state, nobody, came to school here. And so happy that I did it, because now the end is in sight. We can see the light at the end of the tunnel. So I'm so happy that I did it. It's never too late to go back to school or to start school for the very first time. I know when I was 23, I would get on Facebook and all my high school friends were graduating college, and I was so happy for them. But I also came upon times in my life where I was like, man, if I would have just went to college, what would I have been doing now? But we have to understand that everyone has their own path in life. Not that I was bad or, misguided or anything as a teenager, but at 18, college, I just was not ready to go to college. I did not know what I wanted to do. I didn't know, if that was just something that was for me at the time. And let me tell you, I am so happy that I joined the military. It teaches you so much. I was already disciplined, but it really, really instills a different lifestyle in you, a different type of professionalism. And then it also sets you up on such a great path. It is absolutely the greatest benefit that I get to walk away from a school being debt free, because I, served some time in the United States Army. And now that I'm in the reserves, I still had my active duty time, got the benefits from that, but I still get to serve my country, which is, something that I really want to do. Even though it's the reserves, yes, I'm a weekend warrior, but, we still have to put the uniform on once a month, 2 weeks in a year to go do the same type of things that I would kind of do active duty. So I love it. And like I said, it's a different path for everybody. Don't look down on someone else because they didn't decide to go to school at 18. Don't look down on someone because they are 40 in your class and you're only 21. These people have went in life and decided that, now I'm ready to go to school. Now I can handle it. Now I'm disciplined enough to sit down and do my homework, not put it off until the weekend or the night before. I can write that 10-page paper because my experience on life is a lot more broadened than these 21-year-olds. So don't look down on somebody because they started college a little late or they decided to go back to college. The same way you wouldn't look down on someone who has a full degree but either not using it or they decide to go back and do something totally different. People have to go through life on their own path, on their own track, and learn their different experiences on their own. And these are the things that are instilled into you to be such a great person in the end. It's never too late to go to school for the first time or go back to school. Do whatever it takes to get to that level that you are trying to achieve. In my class, we have a good age range. We have some students that, just graduated high school in their early 20s, and we also have some ladies that are in their early 30s that have, had lives and kids and decided to come back to school to, start a whole new career, their second careers, their first careers, no matter what, just to better themselves, which is so good and so motivating and, great to look up to. So because I know you're about to subscribe, whichever side it's on, hit the button, hit the bell button also, so that way you can be the first to be notified every time I post a video, so you can hurry up and get back here to watch it, to share it, to like it, and to light the comments up, because this is the Bomb Squad. And I want you to know that you are the bomb. I am the bomb, and we are going to build and grow together and do whatever it takes to get ourselves to be the best version of ourselves that we can be. So always remember, be bold, be beautiful, and be your own definition of the bomb.